HasanAbi corporate. I don't even know what that is. I wanna show you something immediately. Immediately as we start, there's a matter that requires your attention. It's not hey, it's Sugar Man moment, but it's pretty gross. I'm going to issue a trigger warning here for you. Your sensibilities will be assaulted
every day during the Bush administration. With Ron, it's like Lil Wayne's golden era. Every week he could drop something.
Oh yeah. Okay. Felix Biederman is in the building.
Hello, everyone.
Look at this, please. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Felix Biederman's so hot. Please ask him out. Please get married. It says hypocritical Luddite. Oh, we have so many. We have a lot of topics to discuss. I have an absolute banger of an agenda for you.
Very intrigued. I guess the chat, I'm finally in the age where like the chat is telling me to start a family. But
yeah.
Screw it. No, I want to get in the...
Okay. Are you familiar with this guy?
This guy, I just saw him today.
Yeah. We're going to talk about steroids and why they're awesome. Because it makes you look like this. We're going to talk about Tory Lane's sentence to 10 years, which is a little bit on the aggro side. I'll admit.
It's federal, right?
No, Los Angeles. I'm a Megan Thee Stallion supporter, obviously, and I have even duked it out with your favorite DJ Academics on the subject matter and have defended her vigorously. But I do think that, he'll get out on good behavior in 5 regardless, but even then it's like, God damn, like...
Yeah, I mean, like, I up until now, I haven't been following it that close. I saw a bunch of people saying, like, federal time, so, like, 85% of your time, like, 8.5 years, which I thought was, like, obviously I did something terrible, but, 8.5 years in a federal penitentiary. Very few things warrant that, even if there are things that warrant it.
This is the funniest. This is... in my opinion, quite literally the funniest reason to justify America's carceral state. He deserves it for the red pill content he pushed with his disinfo op.
Like, was Tory Lanez part of the Russia hoax?
No, because that is like an extremely online chatter. You know what I mean? Who like saw the Adam 22s and the fucking DJ Academics and everyone else like even like a Shade Room and these other otherwise unbiased journalistic outlets like Shade Room were all heavily siding, it feels like, with Tory Lanez on the issue, spreading conspiracy theories.
Shade Room was?
I don't know if Shade Room was doing it. I feel like maybe I'm shading Shade Room a little bit because they have a standard that is rigorous and their standards are better than the New York Times.
Yeah.
Just don't look at the comment section.
I never do. I never have. I never will. But I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the rules are for like California sentencing. Like, can you get out like just with serving half the time on good behavior?
I think so.
I don't know. I mean, I have to say, this
he
is
went to
things I never would have thought about. It's like, how long do you send someone to prison for shooting someone in the foot?
Yeah.
Out of all the things I thought about, that was not one of them. Everything else.
No, that was what I was. That's why I was thinking, like, because it was like, if it's a deterrence, right? Like, I don't think he's going out and immediately grabbing a gun and like doing it again. You know what I mean? It's not like a habitual reoffender situation.
Right. It's not like, like
but I do agree there should be a punishment for the record.
Right.
100%. We're just talking about like whether or not 10 years is like apt or maybe a little too much.
It would be easier to convince something if like American prisons weren't what they are. And I mean, it's a terrible thing, but it's not like the War Machine case, right? Where you're like, this guy should like fucking never get out, right? I don't know. It's tough. It's one of those things where it's like I'm glad it's not in my professional purview because it's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, no.
But that's like,
even if I went to law school, I could not tell you.
Brother, this is a Twitch stream. The entire point of this is to talk about shit that we have no idea, and surely there will be no repercussions for that. They're saying get a little bit closer to the microphone.
something like a Wahhabist royal family, that's fine to talk about. This, I don't know. It just, there's no prize for getting it right, and there's infinite penalties for getting it wrong. I'd rather do like 1,000 2017 type episodes than do like one episode of our podcast about the Tory Lanez case. I feel like Leon Kennedy when he gets to the castle, walking around the bear traps.
You're playing a lot of Resident Evil 4?
Yeah, I'm just about done. I just started God Hand because I'm very interested in Mikami's designs now. God Hand, have you ever played God Hand?
God Hand?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Wait, no, I have not.
You can emulate it. If you have a PS2 or PS3, you could just get like a physical copy. But God Hand, it's really fucking weird. It's like a beat 'em up, and there's a sort of juggling system like Devil May Cry. But it's also sort of tank controls, and you use the right analog stick just to dodge. It's like an inversion of, you ever play Fight Night?
No.
Fight Night were the best combat sports games ever made, and you punched using the right analog stick. So it's like an inversion of that. But yeah, this is, I'm like 3 hours into this game. This one's amazing.
Water! Coming for a dance.
That's sick.
Yeah, no. You like, yeah, you customize like your combos and movesets. The shit you see where like the menu pulled up, that's like your special attack.
Yeah. Dude, I love dude, Japanese gaming has always been a cut above like Western gaming when it comes to like storytelling and just making such incredibly cinematic masterpieces with the limited technology that they had even back then.
Yeah, Japanese developers are like they gave the PS2 sort of a second life cycle because they realized there were all these amazing things that you could do with it that people didn't really realize in like 2001 and 2002. A lot of what Kojima did with Snake Eater was him like figuring that out. It was like an incredible technological accomplishment. The only thing that like, you know, Western game developers do better is like you know, probably FPSs. You know,
oh yeah.
Like Counter-Strike, the greatest ever made, the greatest competitive FPS ever made, or Battlefield. Well, Battlefield is Swedish, but same idea.
People get mad at this take, but I think I'm probably guided by like what the Yakuza franchise looks like. Like it's so good. It's like maybe it's because it's new to me. So for me, I'm like, what the fuck? But it's basically a beat 'em up Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it's a similar
but it's
idea.
incredible. Like it's incredible. The storytelling is really good, and the deep lore and how meticulously crafted like each individual side quest on top of like the fucking massive amounts of mini games that are games in and of itself, like standalone properties in and of itself that you can engage in is great. One, I guess, immediate, I guess like a Western example of this that comes to mind is Witcher.
Yeah.
Like the card game that you have inside of Witcher is like a system in and of itself that was like pretty exciting for a lot of people, not for me necessarily, but
I thought it was cool that they like made a whole new card game. I mean, I can't even learn a new card game at this point. I don't think I could make one for a game.
No shot.
When we talked to Josh Sawyer on our show, he did that in Fallout, which I thought was really fucking cool. But it's like shit like that where go so in depth with making the world that your games in feel. I mean, like, you know, these are just, you know, we just gave two examples of like, you know, Western game studios who've done that, but like, it seems like the Japanese games that make it here, at least, they're the best at it.
Anyway, but that's not what we're here for. We'll talk about gaming in a little bit. I just wanted to show you something really important.
For the model.
Ron DeSantis, you know, today we found out new campaign.
It's the reboot.
No, he's back. He's so back. No, this is before. This is the old campaign manager, technically. So I just He did an exclusive with NBC News. I don't know if you saw it, where there was a big deal. He said, Trump lost. That's that. In the most like Hillary Rodham Clinton charisma you could ever have. He said a bunch of insane shit, like he wants to kill every military aged male that crosses the border with a satchel next to a baby. Straight up. That's not. I'm not even paraphrasing at this point.
And he looks like the groomer Wojak right there. On top of it all.
Yeah, he's so
God.
disfigured, but not even disfigured. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, he makes me angry. His face invokes his face is just so gross. I don't know how to describe it.
Right, there's no major problem. There's no like deformity, and it's not even like there I could probably name like 100,000 uglier politicians in America alone, but it's not ugliness or anything like that. It's just something about his face just immediately communicates
he's not
discomfort.
serving cunt.
Yeah,
he's not serving cunt.
He's taking it away.
Trump serves cunt. Even in his sweatiest moments, he's still serving cunt. He's off-putting. There's just something about it. I know it when I see it. There's just something so off-putting about the way he carries himself.
Any frame you freeze his face on, it looks terrible.
Yeah. Here's an absolute banger from Ron DeSantis that he came up with. He whipped this up.
Basically would like to Californicate the United States. Biden also.
That's what that's
Ron DeSantis thought that dumbass shit was hot.
Yeah, he popped up on
that line was hot.
Yeah. But like, because he's so nervous all the time, like that nervousness, that anxiety just like exudes, it permeates through every orifice, and you can just like sense it, and it makes you naturally be disgusted with his behavior. Because he's so nervous, he couldn't even fucking like follow through with like a bet you like that, huh? Like one of those.
Right.
He just goes, Californication, like he's like trying to say it. He's just trying to say the words as quickly as possible and then move on.
Yeah, like anyone else, even like, I don't know, Chris Christie would like, they'd do one of two things. They'd like let you sit with it or like give some indication that they meant to do that.
Yeah.
But he's so uncomfortable in his own skin and self that he just, I mean, it's like the same reason why any frame you freeze on with his face looks terrible. He is trying to get away from himself both verbally and physically.
Yeah, his face is trying to escape.
Yes.
He's trying to get out of his face. That's why he looks like one of those like shitty masks that you would wear to like rob a bank.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looks like, oh my God. What was the fucking what was the surfer bank robbery movie? Was it what, no, it wasn't
the
Total
Keanu Reeves one, right?
Is it Total Recall?
No, Total Recall is
No.
Arnold. Get your ass to Mars.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, Point Break. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got this shit on him. Like a little bit more advanced version of this.
Well, have you ever seen the latex mask guys that Tom posts?
Yes.
That's what
I was thinking. Yes.
Let's see if we can find the Devin mask. Like that's exactly what it's like. That one.
This
that
one?
I think that's the Devin mask.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
The Elder. Oh God. Oh God. This is stuff nightmares are made of, dude. Look at this. Yeah.
I never knew about these guys before Tom, and like usually I pride myself on knowing every
weird
awful
guys.
thing.
Yeah,
but like I never knew about these guys, and it's weird because they're not like, they don't seem like harmful, but like there's something like unseemly about that. You're like, if this is your thing, that you have to do it in public, you know, that you're employing everyone, even if you're not like jacking off in the moment, that you're sort of employing everyone to in some way get you off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
even if they never know
I
it,
didn't consent. I didn't consent to your fucking kink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Keep that shit to yourself. You know what I mean?
I wonder what, like,
I just don't know who, like, what is it? Like, what is it about the human psyche that's like, I want to wear this elder mask and walk around and like trick people.
That's what I was saying. It's like with stuff like a foot fetish or something, it's like, I feel like not always, but it's like deducible, right? You know, you could kind of figure out how someone could get that. This, I don't know.
I guess in order to engage in bank robbery, maybe.
Well, I mean, for bank robbery, yeah, but like if this was the only way you could get hard, like how? Like why did that happen?
This is unrelated to you, but Austin Show just sent me something. That butthole conservative gay guy that like nared his on YouTube. Is it the same guy? Am I thinking of the same guy, or am I being am I mistaking my gaze?
Holy shit, this guy's a bitmoji.
Internet men, I'm currently thirsty for. Gulpy gulp. I didn't know who this first man was like a month ago, but Austin from Austin Show started to pop up on my For You page, and I have not been complaining. He's like super hot and has like the sexiest, raspiest voice. He talks about topping dudes all the time, and honestly, I wish I was a subject, but I don't know if he's into Asians. I feel like he's not. We'll see. I've said this before, but Joey from the Backyard Basement podcast has like the best personality. He's also super cute, and I want my future hubby to be like him. Reiner Braun can actually like do whatever he wants to me anytime, any day, any place. I love his manliness. I love his bipolarism. I love that one scene where he puts a rifle in his mouth. He is just daddy. The only thing in this world hotter than
This is the guy that said he would have loved to be molested by Epstein. Was that the guy? No, he says some unhinged shit. That's his whole shtick.
I've never seen this guy. Like, when did he start popping up?
Dude, there's so much guys like this on TikTok. Sometimes I'll see like they're just like kind of saying crazy stuff. I don't know. Sometimes they just say things. I don't know how else to describe it, and you just have no idea. Show Felix the Nair video off screen for a TikTok. This is okay. Here, this guy is famous for.
All right.
Do you want to see? I don't know if.
I mean, I've seen worse.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Life, you know?
That's what. When Ethan showed it to me, I was like not really fazed by it. You know, I've seen worse. Full bottoming routine, how to stay clean and loose. Wait, what the fuck?
It's only 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, what? Damn, I guess maybe it's not that hard to be a
video.
bottom. I was wrong. Oh, here, this is
For
it.
reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now. All right, so step one is to squeeze.
It's like that's it. That's
Yeah,
like
okay, yeah, no,
I've seen worse.
I've seen way worse.
much worse.
I wouldn't like elect to see it, but you know, I would hazard to say
He shows it a bunch of other times over and over again. But like, I mean, I think like literally the hairs on the paper towel are nastier than like him just showing full butthole.
Yeah. I think it's more that like you expect to see it later in the video. He shows
Yeah,
the
yeah,
asshole
yeah.
really quick.
Yeah, no, he just gets right to the prize.
Yeah, like if that was YouTube ad roll, you wouldn't get the option to skip the ad before the asshole shows up.
Okay, let's see the last one here.
Hotter than Reiner Braun is the Armor Titan, which is Reiner Braun in a different form. I actively
Is there a guy
to be
named
crushed
Reiner
by the
Braun
Armor
who didn't
Titan.
die in
Like, I actively,
1945?
think about that before bed.
No, I
Thought
think
of
this
it,
from,
keeps me calm and aroused.
it's,
okay,
what
last
do you
but not
call it?
least, we have
AOT.
Noah Beck.
Anyway, so Austin sent this to me. Congratulations to Austin. You won this one. Okay, you won this round.
I mean, that guy might be a senator. Austin could, be a political husband if he chooses.
Seeking Derangements guest. Oh, he went on Seeking Derangements?
Wait, he did?
Colonization video. I was like, okay, I have to check out this guy's YouTube. And then I saw your ass. I was like, what the is going on? I didn't know you could just show your butthole on YouTube. And Kevin, it's 3 seconds into that video. There's not enough time to breathe. It's literally, I'm going to show you how hairy my ass is right now, and then bam, right there.
Is it what else is going on in this TikTok or this phone call, Zoom call? Fuck. Okay, never mind. I just scrolled through it. It's fine.
The title literally says a visual
I know,
guide.
it is.
And before I show my hairy I said, for reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now.
Yeah.
I gave like 3 warnings, basically.
Yeah, I give a lot of warnings, but it's still shocking because I've seen, as a gay man, I've seen so many strangers' ass.
Oh my god, it's so loud.
But in the milieu of a
never
YouTube
on
video,
YouTube.
it's
Never
very
on
it's jarring.
YouTube, never in that frame. There's something about it that really was just like, what the hell?
It's
But
probably because my was 2 inches away from the camera.
one was close.
How much political content does this guy do?
A lot.
It seems like very, very little of it is political.
No. So TikTok is like a target-rich environment for the kinds of people that you're like, oh, this person seems normal, and then the like search bar will literally be like Jeffrey Epstein username. You know what I mean? And you're like, what the fuck? It's always like that. The search bar like betrays the content creators a lot, and then you click on their profile and they'll have like 1 million fucking followers or whatever, and you're like, what is happening here? I every now and then go on for market research on my TikTok For You page to just try to better understand what's going on. I'm a content creator, I have to do it, and you know, maybe people will poo-poo that, but whatever. The thing is, yesterday I was on my For You page, and there's this guy with the worst tattoos I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it's just like he's got like a weird, fucked up, like half head tattoo, and he's just like he's just living in one of those like, you know, communes. I guess he's just like making his own thing. It's like one step above van life. In the search bar, it literally said like Charlie D'Amelio, this guy, his name, controversy. So I clicked on it, and apparently he made like a video reacting to a Charlie D'Amelio video where he was like fake jerking off or something. And he was like, oh, but you're 16 though. And it blew my mind. I'm like, what? Like, what is happening? He seems like a relatively normal person. Otherwise, if I hadn't seen the TikTok search bar that came up above his video, I would have never even knew any of that. I saw it too, and there was a massive rabbit hole to go down with that dude. Yeah, then there's like allegations that he was like an abuser or something, and it was just crazy. I don't know. He was a white guy, not an Asian guy with face tats on. It blew my mind.
This guy, the guy on the other monitor, the bodybuilder guy who can like barely breathe.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
Do you want to go back to the Asian dude?
Yeah. I saw Jewish. Let's see what he says here.
Yeah, let's see.
James Dean, daydream, look in your eye, and I get that red lip, classic. Love Jews, like the typical like Ashkenazi Jew, and I love their like curly hair. I love their financial status. To be honest, is like if they're manly, but Jewish
Fancy
overall. I don't know how many people like died. I think the worst of the worst is the Hulk.
Oh God. Oh wait, where is he going? Oh no.
Cost though, because that was like a lot of Jews. Like I don't condone that at all. Jews so much. I'm obsessed. It's Jewish is first, so it's always gonna be Jews. Thank you, Anara. My type, Jews. Everyone else is kind of like the same, to be honest. It's Jews first, then it's everyone else. Taylor Swift as a Jew or 1989? I pick 1989. Taylor Swift or Jew.
What does that even mean? Wait, what? 1989? What is that?
What does he mean, like Taylor Swift as a Jew? Like her converting?
Oh, it's an album. It's a Taylor Swift album.
An album called Jew, like Ari Shaffir. She wrote the Ari Shaffir special. Jew, Taylor's version.
Listen, even she can't get away with that. Okay, actually, never mind.
I would let her.
Yeah, she could get away with that. They're gonna kill you. Yeah, Felix dies.
I have
Jew,
I have
Taylor's version
against her. I'm not saying she did that. If she did that, I'd be like, whatever. She's
yeah. Taylor never got credited for the Ari Shaffir album.
It was a good special. I'm complimenting her, saying that she may have written it.
He went viral for saying 1989 was way better than. Oh, that's how he went viral. He said 1989 was way better than to Pimp a Butterfly, and that it winning had nothing to do with racism.
Okay. So that's like a cheat code. That's like an easy way.
Yeah.
It's like killing the wet nurse in Dark Souls 3 before Vort to get to Dancer first. That's like you can skip a lot of the game of life on the internet or Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, that's like
directly to Dancer or
yeah,
Taylor Swift fans.
You immediately elevate your status.
Yeah, and if they don't fucking kill you when you're under leveled at like level 12, then you level up like this guy, and 10 million people have seen your asshole.
I love
Jewish men. Right now, Jewish men, but generally probably Taylor. Solve world hunger or a big Jewish man. I have to solve world hunger. I'm not that crazy, you guys. A Jewish man in a bathing suit or 1989? Ooh, that's hard. Like a hot one? Like right now, Jewish man in a bathing suit for sure. But only Ashkenazi.
That's
I
crazy.
mean, that's pretty racist. Like, what?
Dude, he's fetishizing. He's a chaser
Well, I don't even think
for Ashkenazi Jewish men.
I don't even trust this guy's ability to like tell just a randomly picked Sephardi apart from an Ashkenazi.
Yeah.
I don't. Sometimes.
Are we busting out the CalPERS or not? Okay, I need to know.
But it just like for some people, they really think they know. It's like straight guys who claim they have great gaydar. But I don't know. I think a few things would get past this guy.
He's orientalizing Jews.
Yes,
finally.
Yeah.
It's one of those fun stereotypings where it's like you go, huh? Wait, what?
Well, there's nothing like bad about it until he was like, but only Ashkenaz, like only the whiter ones, you know?
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like there are some like Sephardis he would see who, like, in his mind, he'd be like, oh, that's an Ashkenazi. He doesn't like. I don't trust his ability. He could be as horny as he wants for it. I don't think he's gonna bat like Ted Williams numbers, picking the two kinds apart.
Okay, but he's got more takes.
Yeah, in my throat from someone's pre. How to not choke and barf when you swallow his nut. Try not to cut yourself if you're sad. Getting head at 6 years old from a male pedophile definitely sucked. Like, my butthole is really hairy, and as a gay dude, I really don't want AIDS. And when you short his jizz out on the toilet after getting... I used to rub my own jizz all of... We all love to call him daddy, right? Like the bottoms on the girls that have daddy issues. Like, let's talk about why I asked my ex-partner to put a knife to my throat during missionary. Very attractive things that tops need to do more often. I want to first address, don't forget to poop after he comes in your butt. Common douching problems and how to solve them. As requested, this is my twink workout routine. Here's what every homosexual needs to remember before getting nut. There is this big misconception that bottoms need to not have coffee. How to give better glucky gluck in a way that makes your throat hurt less. Here's how I managed to successfully douche my butt with a water bottle. How getting raped and molested at 6 years old affects my sex life. Here is my personal experience with different STD tests. How do I douche without accidentally squeezing? If you're a
Now you get a better understanding of what's going on, I think.
Yes and no. Yes and no. So is this a Trump or DeSantis guy? You said he's conservative, right?
I don't know if he's conservative. I don't know where I got the he might be conservative thing from. I don't think he is.
Okay. I was under the impression that he was
What did he say, chat? Like, didn't he have a video? Why do I think that?
Well, I wish him the best.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's
certainly,
great.
Like he's figured a system out.
Yeah, no, this is what's going on. This is what's popping. TikTok is riddled with stuff like this. That's what I mean. He loves his people. He loves that his people got colonized. Is that what it was? Oh yeah, it was trad life. Yeah, he's like, I love being domed by conservative men or something.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, he said he's a trad
right.
bottom or something. That's what it was. Anyway, but regardless, I mean, we did the little Rhonda. Have you seen the other Ron DeSantis stuff? Like,
I've seen every video where he has a beer in his hand. I've seen.
Oh yeah, this is a new one.
Pretty substantially behind. And you not here.
That's insane. Why is he doing
That's
that?
the fucking climax of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He's such a fucking tune. I've said it before, but he's tune. People say Homelander, but it's more tune from Roger Rabbit.
I agree with your assessment 100%. He looks like if he ever was like capable of being horny, his mouth would fall onto the ground and his tongue would roll out like the red carpet with like fucking, train horns coming out of his ears. Just it's crazy.
Here.
Like what is that face? How does his mouth do that?
If he like fucking unhinges his jaw, his mouth becomes like half of his head. So, like it's fucking insane. I mean, like I get the Homelander.
Have some decency.
That's so much of his tongue to.
Yeah,
like imagine if he was president. The world has seen 90% of his fucking tongue.
No, this is not decorum. You can't do that. You can't run for president and behave like this.
I mean, Homelander is like scary. But that's why those scenes are great. Anthony Starr is a brilliant actor, but what makes those scenes like tragic but tense and captivating is how terrifying Homelander is. Even if he didn't have superpowers, he'd be a terrifying guy. But this is like, I don't know, I guess it would be scary if you lived in Florida maybe, but like it's more whimsical, I would say, in a bad way.
Yeah, he never comes across it. He never reads as scary or an intimidating man ever, even if he's desperately trying to play that role. It's always like you're just like angry at him, but not because of the policies that he's pushing for or anything like that, or the cruelty that he's like defending. It's more so just like, I'm annoyed by your face. You're such a fucking nuisance. You're such a nervous wreck all the time. And you conduct yourself in a horrible fashion.
If it's scary in the way that a fever dream is. Like it's scary in that it's like it's similar to like how a real person would behave or act, but it's an uncanny valley type thing.
Anyway, I don't know what this is.
To war with the tape bros, celebrated Queen Elizabeth's death. There's actually a clip of that, I'm not even kidding. Wore mascara and wanted to fight Aiden Ross. Today we're going to be rating popular streamer and radical feminist Hassan Piker's physique. So right off the bat, this guy is huge. I believe he's 6'5" and he's around 250 to 260 pounds. Really big guy with a huge frame. For his height, he's got a lot of muscle. He's a bit of a higher body fat percentage, but he's got this kind of powerlifting, strongman physique, which I actually quite like. So obviously his abs aren't that visible, but he's got a really solid chest, good shoulders, decent arms. There's no pictures of his lats, but I can't see them from the front, so I'm assuming they're not that good. Legs are okay. It's hard to have big legs being that tall. His insertions aren't great, but he makes up for it in mass. Also, his physique is completely invalidated by wearing mascara. And
dude, that's awesome. Wait, this guy with the broccoli cut and like a fucking steroid regimen is still glazing me up while simultaneously being upset that I'm like, I'm wearing mascara and shit.
Is this guy open? Is he self-proclaimed?
I have no idea. I'm looking at him, and well, he might even be. Is he Turkish? Why is his last name Sinan?
I mean, his traps are pretty impressive. Natty or not. Those don't, you don't get those overnight, even if you are on all the great chemicals that the Russian Olympic team has made. Americans tried to imitate.
Is he memeing? He might be memeing. He might be Turkish. I don't know. I mean, is he like a Andrew Tate lover or not? I can't tell.
He's got a little bit of gyno. Since he's a feminist, when his kid comes out, he's gonna breastfeed them. And so overall, Hassan has
that's fucked up. He said he's got a little bit of gyno. He's not wrong. You fucking asshole. I'm sorry. I don't have fucking. Goddamn.
Pretty good physique, a lot of muscle, tall guy. I'm gonna give his physique a 5.5 out of 10.
What?
Wow,
dude, what? That's fucking awful.
He didn't give you it really did not sound like he was going to give you a 5.5. I was
expecting
at least
he fucking glazed me.
Yeah,
he slobbered on it and did tricks on it only to turn around and hit me with a 5.5. Is he trying to fuck me? What's going on? He's negging.
Every time he said something bad, every time he was his insertions are good, but he more than makes up for it, with Matt.
Yeah,
he could not bring himself to fully commit to saying a bad thing. But I don't know. Does he give a breakdown of how his system works?
I don't know, which is kind of fucked up. I'm a little rattled. It's just I don't know what to say. 5.5. Jesus Christ. I mean, he's not wrong. I wouldn't. I have body dysmorphia. Plus, I wouldn't rate my physique anywhere near good, especially right now. But still, look at another. 5.5 is good. If Jay Cutler is 9,
Is that the highest rating he's ever given? Jay Cutler at 9.
What did he give Aiden Ross? You know what I mean? See, this is how he captured us. He's already getting us.
Yeah. This is another kill that again. I want to call your chat for something. They said I was mixing up my Soulsborne games by talking about the wet nurse that you kill in Dark Souls 3.
Go ahead,
and
defeat them.
Lothric Highwall. That NPC is called the wet nurse. She was the wet nurse for Princess Lothric and Lorien. There's also Margot's wet nurse in Bloodborne. That's a different fucking character. That's not mixing that Miyazaki likes using almost identical character names and job titles and descriptions. Whoever said that I was mixing things up, you're wrong. I know it better than you know your own life.
Okay, let's hear what he had to say about Aiden Ross.
Himself made a commitment to the top G, saying that he would lift and start training.
Stop going gym because I got addicted to liquid heroin.
I think you hold the record for making the most stupid life choice.
He so far has not kept up that promise, so let's see where that left his physique. We're going to be rating Aiden Ross's physique. All right, Aiden Ross, he's tubby. Little bit of guy.
Wait, we need to figure out, like, the only reason why we're looking at this is because, like, we're trying to figure out if his rating system is decent, or if there are other externalities that we are unfamiliar with. Like, what are the outside factors that he's adding in?
A little too much chest hair for my liking. Arms are small. He looks like a prepubescent teen. And then it throws you off because he has a beard and a bald head. Honestly, if he were to get lean, we'd get a better idea of how good his genetics are. But with all that fat covering his midsection, I really can't tell. I think he has pretty bad genetics, especially for someone who's 5'3". You'd want some muscle definition at least. Overall, I'm going to give his physique a 1 out of 10, but don't let that discourage you, Aiden.
No, I mean, if you had given him, like, within striking distance, if it was like a 4 or something, I would have been like, okay,
no, this hurts me.
Shit.
Yeah, this hurts me because, like, now he gave Aiden like a correct rating. So now I feel like his rating on me is correct as well.
But, like, okay, do you remember in your rating when he was like, but, like, his physique can never be great because he wears mascara and he's a feminist? Do you think it's possible that he took off like a full 2 points from that?
Yeah, I think so. I think like my antagonistic relationship with Andrew Tate played a serious role.
Yeah.
Like, I will never be masculine because, the guy who wears slippers and skin tight fucking the most Euro pants you've ever seen, that's the beacon of masculinity.
Well, does he rate Tate? But okay, so he'll take points away for ideological reasons, but he won't add them on. Interesting.
Yeah.
I expected him to, like, give Aiden some points, for visiting the Tate brothers.
Yeah, for being... Well, he never did.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he never ended up visiting the Tate brothers when he was in when they were in prison, or even after they got out, actually.
Well, I mean, who wants to go to Romania? I get it, but why not? Why didn't he do it? Was it like Friday Night Lights when Riggins won't go see Jason Street in the hospital?
Tate got mad at him.
On in the life of others.
Friend of the show, Jason Love, got rated. Oh, God.
Destroyer of holes, marriages, and Adam 22's reputation. He's probably the first guy I've seen with 3 legs. Today we're going to be rating Jason Love's physique.
It's not
this
wrong.
Man was blessed by the gods. I can't.
He got a fat one.
At 6'5", and his proportions and muscle bellies for that height is incredible.
Yeah, he's right about this as well.
With his
he's not. He's you know what? He's fairly consistent because one of the plights of big boys that a lot of people don't recognize is how much harder it is to build like the muscle mass that will look like a shredded 5'8" guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, especially for like some upper body stuff.
Yeah,
like getting a really well developed chest when you have long arms when you're a taller guy, especially, is very tough.
Yeah,
chest. He has a little bit of gyno. Good short.
Everyone has gyno unless they have like a fucking concave chest.
Who doesn't have gyno? What the fuck? Like, okay, that's saying he has gyno is insane.
Yeah, then everyone does.
Oh, is that the joke? I don't know. Maybe
it might be.
And forearms are also very large. Now he lacks a little bit in the lower body. This is unrelated to his physique, but Adam 22, you're a complete loser. You might say, "Oh, I made money from the video." Soon you'll learn there's more to life than money, and when your second kid comes out light skin, you'll realize that. Back to his physique, he's got decent lat development, but they could be a bit thicker. And one thing that I think detracts from his physique is his body is covered in tattoos. On a bodybuilding stage, tattoos actually take away from your score at times. He's a low body fat percentage. His small waist gives him a good V-taper. Can a physique be achieved like this naturally? Honestly, I don't really think he's natty. I've seen his balls, they're pretty tiny. I'm gonna give Jason Love a solid 7.91.
Does that make you feel like 7.91 is like
that makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, exactly. Like
if I'm that close to Jason Love, who is like, as far as 6'5" guys and their physique goes, he's peak. Like, he's up there. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit more confident. Yeah. He also hit like tattoos as a fucking marker. Like he took points off for tattoos.
Well, yeah, but like I thought his reasoning was sort of faulty. He said that like on a bodybuilding stage, they take points away, but it's like, I mean, clearly this guy is not involved like other pursuits than bodybuilding. He's got other talents.
Today we're gonna rate popular streamer Moist Critical's physique. So he went viral for like flexing his arm. Little did a lot of his fans know he actually lifts quite consistently. He has a skinnier, streamlined physique, little bit of gyno. Abs are not great. Arms
Dude, what the fuck?
I think it's a bit. It's a bit.
Yeah, he's got it.
It's a good one though.
Put on muscle. He's pretty underdeveloped all around. Chest is.
You say that to any man, you shatter them. They could have like 8% body fat. You say they have gyno, you're gonna any guy that works out is terrified of being called out for having gyno. It doesn't matter. You could have 7% body fat and you would go, oh fuck, I'm dead. You've killed me.
Definitely his strong point, and he does have pretty good tricep insertions. Nothing of his legs, so I'm assuming he's skipping leg day. Overall, I'd say he has a pretty good physique, akin to maybe a soccer player or something of that nature. For guys who are actually consistently in the gym training, I'd say he's about average, so I'm gonna give his physique a 5 out of 10.
I got higher than Charlie.
Okay. And you got higher than Charlie with an ideological deduction.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, all right. This makes me feel a little bit better.
Okay, yeah.
It's projection.
This is one of the few cases where like the deeper you dig, the better everyone feels.
Can we get a gyno explanation? Gynecomastia is
male tits.
Like just having more fat accumulation around your nipples and around like various parts of your chest area that comes from estrogen production. Obviously, like when they talk about like actual gyno, it's a little bit different, but the way he's talking about it is just like having a little bit of fat around your pectoral muscles, which I do have. He's not wrong. He's killed me. He's destroyed me by saying that. I mean, I bet he has gyno. That's why he's hiding his fucking nips, dude. You know? Anyway, don't fucking say to random men that they have gyno. It fucking ruins people, chat. I mean, it's definitely a devastating hit.
It has sent people down some very bad paths.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of Afghanistan veterans got there because someone told them they had gyno at one point in their life.
Originally, I almost served, for that reason. I did, well, for me, it's extra bad because like when I was really fat, when I was obese, when I was growing up, I did have like a hormonal imbalance or something. I don't know what it was, but my nipples were inverted.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were literally like, they were puffy. They were like closed up like this. I don't know how to describe it. So that's why I was always so terrified of taking my shirt off. Holy.
I'm like fatter than normal now. When I was like a really fat teenager, like I my nipples were like the size of like just like uncooked pepperoni, like gigantic. And then typically like the lower body fat I am, the smaller they are. I've never had them inverted though.
Yeah, mine was also like sometimes one was inverted, not both, which makes it weirdly worse. But
yeah, you'd prefer symmetry, obviously. Yeah.
But for the chatters asking like, how did it go away? Well, one, I'm no longer in puberty age, and two, I lost a lot of weight. So
the nice thing is like if you get out of like teenage fatness, I was an extremely fat teenager. It's never quite as bad as that. Like I've during like COVID, during like lockdown, American style lockdown, I was like 265, but not like fat in the same way as I was at a similar weight.
He has no gyno. That's why he was flexing.
Honestly, yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he has like striations and everything.
Yeah,
like,
holy shit.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. Maybe he's photoshopping it. Fucking asshole. That's even worse, because if you had gyno, it's funny. Now you're just an asshole. You know what I mean? You're just a fucking dickhead.
Maybe he's Mormon. Maybe he was pre-selected.
Nah, he's got the broccoli cut that early. He probably is hiding a hairline. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back to this guy, though. So this juice monkey, this behemoth, this Baki character, I appreciate him. I just want to say, I want to set the scene. I glazed him for like an hour. My chat was very upset with me. And I want to run this video, and I want your thoughts on him.
Everybody is lacking in their upper chest.
So that's why all heavy pressing movements, always incline for me. Flies, I'm a little more lenient. You know, I'm just trying to fucking...
How old do you think this guy is? Do you know? Did you look it up?
I already know. I will say before I knew, I would have guessed probably range 29 to 33.
Yeah.
But he is
like 33 with like good skin, like suspiciously good skin. You know what I mean? No, he's 21 years old.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's very alarming. And like, if I could tell him anything, it would be like, what you were going for, like you did it. You fucking got it. And
a little bit of gyno.
I know. 5.1. You know, you did what you set out to do. You probably the same thing that is cutting at you. You know, it's still going on. I would taper down now. You know what I mean?
I think he does. He probably is just like bulking. I assume he's like a physique competitor. This is actually a good point. That's just the difference in a skinny kid bulking up versus a chubbier kid getting fit. The difference in your Jason and Gyno versus his lag, in my opinion. You're actually not wrong on that. Skinny motherfuckers love putting on pounds by just taking a metric ton of steroids, and then they flex their fucking natural low body fat percentage. It's like, okay, let's see how you do off cycle, okay?
But even when they're not,
I'm a natty big boy.
Even when a skinny guy bulks up, it's just like all they are doing is like they're doing the Homer Simpson trying to get on disability diet and bitching the entire time.
Yeah, I hate that extra because it's like fuck you. I wish I could just. I wish that would be my problem.
Yeah, no, the struggles I had to go through in my fucking life to get like the triangle dick muscle.
Oh my god,
I had to do so fucking much.
Yeah, and then your body, and your body hates you for it. Like your body literally is telling you like, no, this is not comfortable. Every plateau you hit, your body is basically telling you like, listen, dog, you shouldn't be at this weight. Like you should go back up, maybe 10 pounds. Come on. It's fucked up.
The first time I grappled, like, you know, in my long quest to get that muscle, it like my body was screaming at me to go play Metal Gear Solid 4. Saying, stop this.
Yeah.
He was trying to kill me.
Did you see?
Yeah. Oh, Greg Douchit came out with
the size of this guy? 5'11", 240 pounds.
Wait, he's 5'11"? Sam Sulik. What is he?
Is that another stealth Turk?
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of fucking stealth Turks out there. Who knows?
Lean. I think he's in danger.
Oh,
Whoa,
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Dude, holy moly, brother.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yo. Greg Douchit always yelling. He's just never not yelling. I don't know what happened to him.
It's like a Gary V type thing, but like, holy shit, like what happened?
I mean, dude, that's... I assume that's, you know, that's probably not due to the naturally occurring amount of acne that you get. They can try and combat with Accutane or something. That's like, I assume that is because he's just absolutely out of control, juiced up.
Possibly. Very possibly.
Bro's going through puberty, relax. To be fair, that could be the reason.
I mean, like 21, like hormones are raging, and he's clearly like lifting a shit ton. You know, it could be fuck me, I'm wrong. Like it could be he's totally natural, and it's just like that's the consequences of just everything going crazy. Who knows?
These aren't stretch marks, chat.
You see the visual changes in his face. He does not look like a healthy young man, only 21 years of age. And based on his current...
Only 21! I love that. He's like, dude,
what is his enunciation? He's like Ramon from Resident Evil 4.
You're so jacked. Why do you sound like that? I'm like fucking Pee-wee Herman or some shit.
Size
I would
and the side effects that are clearly visible. I do believe he's on high doses. I don't think this guy is playing it safe.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wow.
Yeah, no.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you, Inspector.
Good assessment, dude.
Glad we have Sherlock on the case.
Yeah, he doesn't think this guy's playing it safe. Yeah, really? This guy's 21 years old, man. That's the thing I was trying to explain to chatters. Like it's impossible. He doesn't have enough years to work out. Like, even with like a normal stack, he doesn't have enough years in his life to work out and develop this level of muscle mass.
Right. And we're not saying that it's like not impressive, right?
Oh,
like,
it's so impressive.
I will stress this a billion fucking times. Even if like you do steroids, it still takes a shitload of work to look
Absolutely.
like that. It's still incredibly impressive, and it takes a lot more work and dedication than like most people in their physical pursuits will ever do. At the same time, you know, very bad for you.
Here's the thing. My argument was, you know, if you know it's like shaving, every stack is shaving like 10 years off of your life. If you know that and you're like, yeah, I'm cycling. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I die when my heart explodes by the age of like 24. Then, you know, go off. Go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I guess it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
I'm not going to stop you.
It would make me happy if the guy were to, you know, safely taper down, but ultimately it is his choice.
Yeah, this technique shortens your lifespan, Sam couldn't. Exactly. It's very anime. I respect it.
Pump the shit out of the whole thing. But heavy pressing, I haven't done flat in forever, and I've never done decline. Or at least I've never had decline like in the routine.
The fact that he's also out of breath, though, is kind of wild.
Yeah, that was the alarming thing to me.
Yeah.
More than anything, like, because, you know, with his face or something, look, like maybe it's bad skin day or something. The fact that he's that out of breath is shocking.
Yeah. No, this guy is saying the same shit that I was saying. Everybody's saying this kid's unhealthy, looks like shit. I actually have great respect for him. 21 years old, already chosen how he will die. Insane pump. Standing under gym bathroom lighting, sprouting off wildly untrue statements about fitness. This is his peak.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. He reminds me of like the logical conclusion of his existence is if he survives long enough is the mutant. Have you ever seen that guy? I think I've shown you him.
No, I haven't seen him.
What was the name of the guy? Chatter, the bodybuilder. He calls himself the mutant. I definitely showed you him. You've seen Jim Devotion, this guy. Oh, here, this is the guy.
Oh no, I haven't seen this guy.
He is also known as the mutant, and he is proving his nickname right by his massive size physique with.
This is such an awesome.
How the fuck does he do anything?
Vaxxed? Yeah. Yeah. Nick Walker, the mutant.
This is what 3 J&Js get you.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm taking 8 if that's the case.
But it's like, how does he like shower? There's like he.
Bro, he's walking around like a fucking Ninja Turtle.
Every day. And I believe that's
scooping the fucking
success.
What is that? Ground beef that he's just scooping off the counter? Bro, look at him. He tried to kneel down to grab it. He's having a hard time.
Holy fuck.
You know, in the words of, you know, Sean Clarita, there's no plan B.
It's also wild when these guys don't suffer from hairline penalties for like stacking this hard. How is that possible?
What do you do? Like, how do you like get into a car? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Over, under, he dies getting up from the toilet when he's 63. He's not making it to 63, brother.
Fuck no.
No.
If Rich Piana didn't make it
Yeah.
like, into his 50s, like, man. R.I.P. I like that they showed motivational footage of him cleaning his skillet.
I lived in an identical apartment to him.
It sort of looks like the time when I subletted a couch in Queens as a young man.
Look at this scary music. Like, this is fucking insane. Like, what? Look at this. Look at this. What is happening here? Like, what does he have? Like, neck muscles on top of his neck? Like, what the fuck?
It's like the size and volume of his neck muscles gives him the same thing as like a cop's hot dog neck.
Yeah.
That they get from fatness.
He's too muscular. Wait, this guy bench pressed 1,004. I mean, this is different. We're talking power lifters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a whole different ball game. Wait, is this raw or is he got one of those shirts on? You know about those shirts, the denim shirts?
Yeah. What do they like actually do?
It restricts your movement. So bench shirts restrict your movement so much that your body naturally pushes up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He has a bench shirt on. Oh my God, he almost died. I love that. That's a car. 1,000 for 11 reps.
All right. Oh, here we go. 1, 2.
He said small PR with my... That guy ain't spotting shit, bro. What the fuck do you mean? Oh, there's other people. I didn't realize.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was about to... Yeah. What is that guy going to do?
2, 3.
Range of movement is so massive. Yeah, I mean, obviously, in powerlifting, it's all about cheating as much as you can to limit your range of movement. That's why women used to hit like insane numbers until I think they like restricted, they nerfed women by stopping them from arching their backs. So now your ass has to also touch the bench. Back in the day,
there should be a league where they allow women to do that.
Yeah,
why not? Like, I want to see like in a situation where like someone had to like literally lift a car, could do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, there was a women exploit in powerlifting that they had the nerve because women could like arch so much more than these fucking ginormous dudes. So they would literally arch their backs so much that the movement was this much. You know what I mean? And the amount of fucking weight that you can put up in this distance is a lot more than a full, you know, the full distance that you would normally have to go.
There should be like a full cheating league.
They implemented a depth rule for bench press, so your elbows have to be parallel with your shoulder joint. You can still arch within that limit. Yeah, men were doing it too, yes.
Right, no, everyone should do it. That's what I mean. Like, there should be a league where it's like you can't do that, and there should be a league with like all the exploits.
The hair does not fall out because of the extreme amount of testosterone. Is because of an unwanted byproduct while the body is producing testosterone. You mean DHT, which is a different kind, right? I mean, that's what closes off your hair follicles. Why are we looking at this? I sometimes find myself...
we went down the rabbit hole. The guy rated your...
Yeah, well, you know, I did want to show this guy to you and get your takes. I think steroids should be legal.
I do too. No, I think it should all be legal.
And it kind of is already if you're rich. Like you can go to the right doctor that will prescribe you TRT and levels of TRT that's like beyond for genuine medical purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the other side of the coin of like a doctor feel good.
Yeah. You take minoxidil orally or topically. One of them is minoxidil. If that's Rogaine, then that's topically. I don't take it orally. Breaking Dave W is seen enough. Oh, yeah. Ohio, major victory for the pro-choice side. Ohio issue one, a measure to raise the threshold to pass state constitutional amendment to 60% fails.
Has any referendum on the anti-choice side won since Dobbs? I don't think so.
Well, that's precisely why they did it like this, where they were like, oh, it's not even guys, trust me, it's not about abortion.
Yeah.
It's about outside influence coming into the state of Ohio and in order to combat that, you have to win petitions in like every district of Ohio. And obviously nobody bit that. Nobody believed that. So they were like, no, fuck off. Like you're trying to stop you're trying to stop any kind of abortion amendment from being put on a ballot.
Abortion is now like one of those things similar to, I guess, right to work, where when put in front of people, the usual linguistic tricks are not working anymore. With abortion, I mean, it's very rarely been the subject of like direct democracy, but yeah, it's tough to fool people with that one.
Yeah, because I've talked about this a lot. I talked about this a lot earlier today. This is a major problem in the Republican Party right now. I feel like the entire, and it's actually perfectly representative of the issues that Ron DeSantis is facing because of what he's done thus far, which is putting the cart before the horse, where he ends up not utilizing culture war issues as a way to distract away from the problems as he like deregulates and allows corporations to steal every dollar from your pocket or poison your fucking water supply, whatever. You know what I mean? Instead of doing that, he's actually becoming a culture warrior and genuinely utilizing big government to harm corporate interests, which is antithetical to what Republicans do and is the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. So that is, I think that is part of the reason why even Rick Scott was critical of Ron DeSantis's moves against Disney, right?
Right.
Like you're taking it too far.
Right. I mean, someone pointed out that I think it's Never Back Down, the head of Never Back Down, like the big DeSantis, the equivalent to Jeb's Right to Rise, Ed Rollins, former, HW era, a guy who probably won Che Guevara's watch in a poker game with Poppy in the Golden Age. If you look at HW or W or anyone we use as an example of a normal Republican outside of the last 15 years, they would use, as you said, they would use culture war as not your primary thing.
No,
this is your side dish.
No, it's a means to distract.
Exactly.
You can talk about culture war all day, every day, but when it comes down to it, when you're passing legislation, it's not necessarily about actually pushing for legislation that literally kills gay children or something. You know what I mean? You're just supposed to say oh no, that's bad. That's really bad. It's same with abortion, where you're not actually supposed to criminalize abortion, because when you do that, then you can't lie. It's truly just a cruel and unusual and undemocratic thing that you just did. And now your base that probably took advantage in certain instances of abortion not being criminalized and could easily, if they had an ectopic pregnancy or if they wanted to get a fucking abortion as a Republican, could go and get it, albeit limited in red states with trap laws or whatever, but they could still go and get an abortion. Now they can't, so all of a sudden you can't lie about it. You can't be oh, I'm pro-choice. Nobody's pro-life when it comes down to their child having to get this medical procedure.
But at the same time, though, outside of DeSantis and Trump, though, that was unavoidable. It was unavoidable, even if Trump never fucking existed. Something like this was going to happen.
The Federalist Society.
It was already happening. There was that very famous case in Indiana where a woman was basically sent to prison, not basically, literally sent to prison for having a miscarriage, which was a consequence of, laws that 10 years prior we would think, oh, a Republican legislature would never pass that. They wouldn't be that suicidal. But the thing is, with culture war issues, even if you're using them in the most cynical possible way to distract, the thing with them is that you have to keep upping the ante.
Yeah.
You have to keep giving things to, whatever pressure groups you're relying on, or whatever part of your coalition really genuinely cares about these things, that you are inevitably going to go over that line where you are outright criminalizing these things, gearing up into actual genocidal things.
Yeah.
It's unavoidable. There's just no way to really back down from it.
And that is, I think, a genuine problem where we're at an impasse where do we have enough suburban white folks that are upper middle class that are going to be brain poisoned by Fox News and the Republican media infrastructure to then also become the crazy, sweaty, parent teachers conference weirdos that they are currently looking at and going, oh, that's kind of gross. I don't want that. I don't want to be associated with that. Or is the opposite going to happen, where they start not voting or maybe voting for the Democratic Party in certain elections, and then the Republican Party needs to re-triangulate their messaging and what they're pushing for.
Outside of the upcoming presidential election, which is so hard to predict because it's one of the only ones I've seen where it's so early on, I think we pretty much know who the candidates are going to be, and they're both in such bad positions.
Yeah.
They're both in such fucking terrible positions. Outside of that, though, the data that we have since Dobbs on every level, state, local, federal elections, seems to suggest that there is some racial depolarization going on, and that those suburban, not just women, some men are making that shift.
Yeah, but
That
there's
seems
also the
to-
other
yeah.
side too, where the Republican Party for the first time is not only chipping away at the black vote from the Democratic Party, which in prior election cycles their goal was just simply to get them not to vote for the Democratic Party, which kind of failed. But you know, it was I guess it was like moderately successful, maybe, let's say. But now they're actually for the first time gaining voters to their side. Now, is this going to be a real election mover? I don't think so, but I do think that is genuinely signaling that a tide is changing.
With that, like in numbers that are so significant, so as to like change the outcome of a presidential election, I will believe it when I see it. I do know that like some things have changed. Some things changed very markedly in 2020. I do think that there is a lot of hay being made, like in liberal political media. There is this like very quick impulse I've seen among people to like instantly put the onus like on black male voters, which I think is like, I don't know if that's someone jumping the gun or if that's like, you know, or up high, but either way, it's like both looks like you're panicking and is, you know, it's just outright disgusting. It's just put it on them, you know?
To me, it spells that there are a lot of apolitical people that are outright resentful of the Democratic Party in due to their inaction, disdain, like open negligence towards like black issues in general.
Right.
Because it's always this. The way I see it is, it's politics can be very complicated, but it can also be very simple in the sense that if you don't offer anything to a voter and one side is at least like making them interested, then they're going to go and vote for the other side. Like if people are angry, if there's a lot of anger out there and at least one side is like basically saying, oh, you're angry for this reason, and slowly but surely you start understanding that perspective, you're going to go, yeah, you know what? I am fucking angry for this reason. These guys do suck. They're telling me nothing is all that bad, or things are only bad when Republicans are in charge. The other side of this, or perhaps a more successful strategy here, is the Texas GOP, where they have done a decent amount of work on Hispanic voters in Texas, and looking at a lot of polling for the Latino voter bloc in Texas, which is definitely far from a monolith. I think that the Latino voter population across all demographics are actually very positive towards big government initiatives, even in like the least favorable terms that you can describe it. And of course, Democrats aren't doing any of that shit. So on the other hand, they're also somewhat socially conservative. So if you're not going to implement any fiscally progressive policies or even claim that you're going to do that, you're going to always lose out on the culture war issues to a especially older Hispanic voters that are, you know, definitely more socially conservative. If the Texas GOP is like actively trying to reach out and say like, oh yeah, we're trying to defend Catholics, whereas these Democrats are perverts and they want to steal your baby and do an abortion on your baby.
Voting practices. Texas is like, it's a whole different thing, right? It's like, if you're looking at like Texas Latinos, like any random Mexican guy from Texas, his family has probably been here like 100 years longer than my family has.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? It's like a different thing.
Also, a lot of Latinos in Texas, but all around the United States of America, also identify as white as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, but we'll see. We're not getting quite what I wanted, which is the 20,000 voter election, Kamala versus Ron DeSantis, but it's something close to it. We're getting the two shittiest positions for two major candidates in. I can't wait.
On the other hand, though, Trump is kind of back. You know, he's getting his Riz on a little bit. I mean, the comparison to Ron DeSantis is crazy.
No, Christie's he's eating right now. He can't be bothered.
But he never went away. This is the thing. Yeah. Best. Like he is amazing.
Sir, please do not call him a fat pig. That's very disrespectful. Don't call him. See, I'm trying to be nice. Don't call.
There is nothing more American than a fat guy pointing the finger at a fatter guy and going, "You fucking fat ass."
Yeah, like how, like in sheer pounds, how far away are they?
Yeah,
not that much.
That's but dude, that is so fucking. That's so American.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Call him a fat pig. You can't do it. You can't do that. So now, because you're not allowed to do that, and therefore we're not going to do it, okay? We want to be very civil, right? So, the latest...
It's so good. It's great.
I mean, they could probably just pretty much give him the nomination now, but I'll enjoy watching the process.
I need more, the fact that he was talking about potentially not doing the debate is insane to me. That's where you shine. What do you mean? He has no enemies there.
I am sort of curious about his calculus there.
I
think I don't know. Maybe he's afraid of giving Vivek a moment. It's something stupid like that we're not thinking of.
Really? You think? First of all,
you would be shocked.
Bro, Vivek is he's Indian. There's no shot that the Republicans are gonna. But they are gonna find they're
I'm
not
saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right, but it's the calculus that individual politicians and their advisors make. It makes zero sense to us, but to them it makes all the sense in the world. That is the type of stupid shit that a paid political consultant think. They'll go oh no, this could be the Vivek show if you go and do this.
Yeah, potentially. I mean. There's an Indian prime minister? Yeah, exactly. In the fucking UK, brother. What are you talking about? Americans, I've talked about this before. When we covered the P slur, right? I won't say it, but it's short. It's Pakistani, but short, right? Americans are not aware that this is even a slur for the most part because we are not one of those countries that immediately thinks, oh, Indian and Pakistani men are also Asian. Yeah. So if you're in a country where when you say Asian, that means both East Asian, Korean, Japanese, Chinese, but also Pakistani and maybe even Afghan and also Indian, that's a different situation. Americans are not even up to date with the racisms that they can do towards Indian people. That's how little that's how little it's in the orbit of interest or curiosity.